Hey guys, it's your boy T, and I want to paint a picture for you. So let's say you struggling, right? You gotta pay your rent tomorrow, right? You gotta pay your rent. You know, you searched and you found the money to be able to get yourself through this month to pay the rent. You go to your landlord, and then you like, here you go. Your landlord says, all right, thank you for completing your purchase. Sign here and here, and ask you a couple of questions. And then ask, do you want to give him a 20% tip? A 20% tip. So, this is what we're going to be talking about. And personally, even though I don't pay bills like that, I feel this person is asking way too much. First of all, why do you as the landlord need a tip? You get paid a whole bunch from multiple people. If you live in an apartment complex or anything like that, apartment wise, you get a bunch of money a month from multiple people that pay for everything and to keep you comfortable. Now, he has an argument in which you can debunk every argument that he gives in the video, and we will be watching it. So I'm gonna play that in a minute, and I think there's one more thing I had to say. Hold on. What? Well, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get into the video. I can't remember what I was gonna say. But yeah, we're gonna get into it, and let's play.
All right, thanks for paying your rent this month. Go ahead and sign here. It's just gonna ask you a couple of questions.
A tip? I'm not tipping my landlord.
So you'll tip a barista who pours overpriced coffee into a cup, but not the guy who's on call 24/7 to make sure you have a safe home.
Okay, first of all, that's the basics of your job. That's one of the basics of your job. You should just make sure that your tenants are safe and everything is compliant. That's what you're supposed to do. So let's hold on. Before we go into that, let me find like the basics, like what's the average rent in America. It says in 2022, the average monthly rent is $17.94. So you want me to pay $17.94, and then you expect, let's see, $358.80 because you had to do a little bit of work. And on top of what he said, he then says, well, you will pay a barista for pouring your overpriced coffee. Yes, you want to know why? Because I'm not paying $17.84 to live in Starbucks. Oh, $17.94. I'm paying however much money from them to pour it in my cup and everything. Then, if I feel nice, I will tip them something so they can personally have some type of money. Do I really need to tip you? What's the amount again? $358.80 for doing your job. And keep in mind, am I the only person living in your apartment? Probably not. You probably got 15, 20 other people, 20 other tenants. So why would I feel like I need to pay you that? And why would you feel that you need that extra money? The economy is bad as it is. People can barely buy groceries. There's a lot more homeless than it's ever been. But you feel like I could just spare $358? Dude, that's groceries. That's groceries. That's paying for. That's a little bit of driver's ed. There's gas money for like 2 months. There's a lot of, there's a pair of shoes for your kids, some clothes for your kids. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that $358.80. And I'm not gonna tip you because you're doing your job. Yeah. I'm not gonna tip you after I'm paying you $1,700. I'm not. You're gonna have some money after that. I know you are. So don't do that. Let's get back into it.
I'm not tipping you. This isn't a restaurant.
Okay, so you'll tip an extra 25% for somebody to carry you a basket of chicken wings, but you won't tip someone who responds for after-hours emergency calls?
First of all, I would like to say this is royalty-free music. I swear to God. But second, so the problem with that is back again to the barista. And then let me say this. I'm not paying the barista or the person carrying my chicken wings. I'm not paying their whole paycheck. I'm just helping them so they can pay their own stuff. You, on the other hand, I am pretty much paying you. I'm paying you a lot. I really am paying you a lot of money. Keep in mind, if your rent is like $17.94, I'm paying you a lot of money as it is. So it doesn't make sense for me to pay you $358 as it is right there. It just doesn't. With these people, most of them are working off tips, so they can actually live. You're not working off tips. You have money, and you can act like you don't. But if you own buildings, you have some type of money, and you invested your money into the building or family, whatever. But you have money, and you can't say you don't have money. You have money, and you're just saying that you don't. These people don't that work in food places and work at Starbucks, places like Walk On and Ruby Tuesday, if they even exist anymore, Fridays, if they even exist anymore, Chili's, so stuff like they're working with whatever they get paid plus tips. And most people that work in the tip business only get paid $3.50 an hour. So think about it now. If you're getting paid $17.94 by about 20 people, you're making good money. Now, yes, does that money go into other things? Of course it does. But at the end of the day, you're going to have some type of money left. You will. So let's not get greedy and talking about, oh, you will tip this, but you won't tip. I'm like, no, don't do that. Again, life is hard as it is right now. People are barely surviving. And you're trying to make us feel bad for not tipping you when you're far better off than any one of us. That's why people don't like people that have money as it is, because y'all are greedy. And it come out as greedy. And even if you wasn't trying to be greedy, it still looks like that. Let's keep on going.
Yep. Well, I guess when it's time for your lease renewal, I'm going to make sure gratuity is included in your rent. It's a little tip I learned from Two Guys Take on Real Estate.
And then it turned out to be one of them dudes that's just like, oh, I learned this by following such and such, who don't know what they're talking about. Like, even if that is a thing, even if it is, do you really need that tip, sir? Do you really need a tip? Again, there's people that, I'm not saying somebody shouldn't tip you in general. If somebody want to give you $5, but then, somebody give you $5. However, it shouldn't just be added to your tenant's bill for a gratuity fee. Because in my opinion, that should be a part. You having, being 24/7, that should be a part of it. That should be a part of what you pay, the rent and everything. If something go wrong, you should be able to fix it. So, and a lot of apartment complexes barely do their job as it is. For example, in my own apartment complex that we live in, our water does not work right in the bathroom. In the bathtub, the pressure is real low, and on top of the pressure being low, the hot water doesn't last that long. We have already said, hey, we need to fix this, but it has not been fixed. Another thing, in my brother and I, my closet and my brother's closet, the shelving is falling because it's just falling off the wall. It got bolted back. It got nailed back in. But that didn't fix it because now it's leaning again. So, like, it would be different if y'all were actually doing y'all stuff. And maybe he does. Maybe his apartment complex is good. And I'm not, maybe his place is good. However, it's different when you're actually doing your stuff. But if you're not doing it, you don't deserve a tip. Now, all the reasons you said no, you don't live off tips. You already have enough money to own these buildings or own whatever you're doing for me to be paying you $17.94 a month. We're just going off the average. We're already paying that much. Why would I pay you more when you barely do what you need to do already? Excuse me. So yeah, I just want to talk about that video because this video is really dumb. And I know there's gonna be some people. There's gonna be some landlords that are gonna be like, man, you know what? They ain't paying me enough either. And I know it's gonna happen. And if it when it does happen, I swear, I don't know what y'all gonna do. But screw all that noise now. Anyway, I hope y'all have a good day at work and school. And yeah, y'all have a good day. Bye.